What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing. I just finished up watching Jose Pedraza versus Richard Commey, and this was a 10-rounder in the super lightweight division. And this fight was Saturday, August 27th, from the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And this fight was broadcasted on ESPN, ESPN Plus, or on the ESPN app. And in this fight, Jose Pedraza and Richard Commey fought to a split draw. So I personally scored this fight 96-94 in favor of Jose Pedraza. And the three judges scored this bout 97-93 in favor of Jose Pedraza, 96-94 in favor of Richard Commey, and 95-95 a draw. So I don't really have a problem with this decision. Even though I did have it for Jose Pedraza, I still think that a draw definitely could have happened. There was a few very, very close rounds in this fight that I could point out, and I could definitely see it being 6-4 either way, or it being a draw. I think that the reality of this fight was very, very tight. And just to break it down round by round, I think the first round was very, very good. And I think that Pedraza just landed the better shots, more accurate, and he also had some very nice angles on Commey in that first round. But round two, Richard Commey did very, very well, was able to land some big left hooks on Pedraza to sort of shake him up a bit. But then in round three, I also gave it to Richard Commey, but it was very, very close. I thought that Commey just landed the better shots yet again with those hooks. In round four, I thought Pedraza had very solid body work. He started to go to the body more with some nice straight lefts. That's why I thought he won that round. Round five, I think Pedraza, yet again, had sharper work. Just much better work on the outside with the jab, with the left hands to the body, to the head. I just thought he won round five with that work. Round six, I also thought it was very, very tight, but I edged it to Commey because towards the end of that sixth round, Commey landed some nice, very, very good uppercuts and hooks to sort of back up Pedraza literally in the last 10 seconds. But then in round seven, I thought that Pedraza just had the sharper work than Commey, but it was a very, very tight round that I could have saw going either way as well. There was a good amount of very close rounds that could have went either way. That's why I think a draw is definitely a very, very good outcome for this fight because, it was very, very close and the judges couldn't split between the two of them. But then around eight, I gave it to Commey. I thought that Commey just landed the better shots. Just simply in that round, I thought he just landed the bigger and better power shots, and that's why I thought he won it. Then in round nine, this was Pedraza's best round by far. He easily outworked and outlanded Commey in round nine. It looked like he almost had Commey dropped or even out of there. He was really just backing up Commey, landing massive shots, getting him against the ropes, just outworking him. It was a very, very dominant round for Pedraza in round nine. But then in round 10, Pedraza just simply had the better work than Commey. I think it was a close round because Commey did close it very well, like he was doing in some rounds throughout this entire fight, but I thought that throughout that round, Pedraza had the better work. So comment down below how you scored this fight. I'm very interested to see some other people's scorecards. I was scoring this fight alongside some other YouTubers while it was happening. When I was looking at some of the scores they were having it 96-94 Pedraza, 95-95, and 96-94 for Commey. I think those are really the three just acceptable scorecards for this fight. I think that 97-93 Pedraza is definitely possible, but that's just it's just a little more favorable to Pedraza because some of those rounds that were close that Commey won, he won them. I'm not just gonna give them to Pedraza just for whatever reason because I think that just Commey just won some of those closer rounds and Pedraza won some of those closer rounds. They might have been close, but Pedraza or Commey could have won them. They could still be close, but a fighter won them clear. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, this was a very close fight nonetheless. Like I said, comment down below who scored this fight, or even just give a round-by-round summary of what you think happened and who you think won. But yeah, this goes into the question, what is next for both fighters, actually. I think that they should definitely do a rematch. This was a very, very fun fight, very, very excellent fight as well. And, both these guys are very, very good in this weight class. I think both these guys are definitely top 15 at 140, and this was Commey's first fight at 140, and he looked very, very good. So did Pedraza. I know this is, I think, his sixth fight or maybe seventh fight at 140, and he looked great as well. This is a very good showcase for both men, and I think that this goes for both fighters. I think definitely what could be next for both is a rematch, but Yeah, I think if they rematch it, I think it definitely should be for like an eliminator or something like that, like just some big stakes. And I think it could be or should be a 12 rounder as opposed to just a 10 rounder like it was here. But if they do not rematch each other, I could expect either man to take on maybe like a Teofimo Lopez who's rising here at 140, or maybe one of them could take on like the winner of some of these big fights coming up, like how Zepeda is rematching Ramirez for the title. Maybe one of them might try and step up to fight for one of the vacant world titles that Josh Taylor obviously got stripped of, like the IBF title, for example. Maybe one of them could go on the IBF route specifically. I mean, maybe even both of them, because both of them are former IBF champions. I mean, usually the sanctioning bodies do have more leniency towards the former champion of that sanctioning body. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe they could fight for an IBF eliminator in their next fight, or take on someone else that's highly rated in the super lightweight division, and this goes for either guy. So overall, Richard Commey and Jose Pedraza fight an excellent fight that ends in a split decision draw. I'm not mad at this result. I think it was a very close fight that could have definitely went either way. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.